show you something a little extra because this is like, everybody knows, almost everybody knows how to make pasta fagioli, but some people don't. And it's a quick dish, and it's like in a half hour you're done. So it's a great thing for your family. But I just want to show you, these are the main important ingredients. This is the end of a Parma prosciutto. I use Italian ham ends or something like this. And if you can't find this, you can use pancetta. These are the three main ingredients to make a real delicious pasta fagioli with olive oil. So I'm going to pour some of this olive oil in my pan. This is what you do. About 2 tablespoons is fine. Okay? Now, like I said, you can use pancetta, but this is Parma prosciutto. I got this at Tedesco's, and it gives such a flavor. So I'm going to slice this up and chop it up, and I'm going to put this in my pan. Chop it up in little pieces, like this. Or you could use a scissors and cut it. It's a lot easier sometimes. Okay, how easy that is? I use a scissor for a lot of things. And you see that there's not that much fat in here, but you just have enough to give it a little flavor. Now, I'm going to put some sliced onion. About a half of an onion. And slice it in pieces. I don't want any onion skin on there. And I'm going to put this in there. Take this onion skin off. Okay, that's my onions. So I'm going to put that in there. The last thing I'm going to do is put some smashed fresh garlic. And when you smash it, the flavor comes, nice garlic juice flavor comes out of it. So it's important that you smash it. About 3 or 4 cloves. And I'm going to bring this over to the stove, and I'm going to saute it and brown it, and wait till you see. I'm telling you, the smell will drive you crazy. It's so good, so good. Okay, as you can see, this has been sauteing for a few minutes, a couple of minutes, until you see everything turning almost like a light golden brown. The smell is unbelievable. But now to get this flavor into all your pasta fagioli, I add a little bit of water and just let it simmer for about a minute. And if you can see the flavor's going through it, you see it turn light golden brown. That's all the flavor. Okay, now you cool this off a little bit, and then you put it in your blender. So this is going to puree until you won't see big chunks of anything anymore, but you get the full flavor of everything. So that's what I'm going to do. See, you can still see the steam, it's still a little warm. Now I'm going to blend this. Let me see. So now this is all blended, and you got all your flavor in there. Now I'm going to put a little more water in here. Rinse out my thing, and I can add this water right to it. Okay, now I'm going to go right to the stove. Take this to the stove, and I'm going to put, oh, all right, I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm going to put a can of beans. You can make your own beans. The kidney beans tend to be a little sweeter. You can put cannellini beans, chickpeas, actually garbanzo beans, or you could put red kidney beans. So today I'm doing it with red kidney beans. Okay, now I put the beans in here, and I'm going to pour about a half a can of tomatoes, the large can of tomatoes. That's all you need is a half a can. You can put less if you want. And I'm going to add a couple of basil leaves, like that. And I'm going to add more water because I'm going to cook my pasta right in with these beans. And then it's going to be all done. So I'm going to add, let me see, maybe around 3 cups of water. And that's it. When it comes to a boil, I'm going to throw my pasta in there, and it'll be all done. You don't overcook them because the heat finishes to cook your pasta, and you don't want it to come too soft, okay? Okay, now I'm going to use pecorino. This is a new, that means small, mini fagioli, bow ties. You can use elbows, you can use egg, pasta, whatever you want, but half a pound is plenty. You don't put a whole pound in. So it's boiling right here, and okay, like I said, a half a pound is plenty, just a little bit more. Now this is going to cook in its own juice, its own, not juice, but its own water, and you don't have to cook it long, the pasta, and I throw in a nice portion of Pecorino Romano cheese. And now I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to take it away from the heat, and this will finish swelling and cooking with just the heat that it is. You can put a cover on it because then it'll overcook. So it's all done. See? It's all done. And it's beautiful, and it'll taste delicious, and it's not $7 a bowl like you have to pay in a restaurant. Okay, now I'm going to show you how you can make a delicious garlic bread. I bought this at the bakery, and it was a round loaf, and she sliced it for me. And this is going to be the filling for the garlic. I put some butter. I crushed my own fresh garlic. I'm going to put a nice portion of olive oil, right? And I'm going to start mixing this together, mashing it together. Okay, now I'm stirring all this up, right? Now the next step I'm going to do is put a nice fistful of Pecorino Romano cheese. Now you don't want the fine one, you like coarse, because the fine one reminds me of sawdust. That's just what it reminds me of. And this, you get such a better flavor. And boy, will this make a delicious garlic bread. See how nice and creamy it looks? Okay, now I'm going to spread a little bit on each side, on one side, like that. And then I go to the next one and spread it like that. My grandchildren, this is a must every holiday. They go crazy over it. They love it. Okay, till I'm all done, Doreen. Now I put this on aluminum foil. You can spread it open just a little, so that way you get your flavor. It'll get toasted. The garlic will get the flavor of being toasted. And now I put this on a tray, and I'm going to put this in the oven. You put it in just before you serve your meal or your antipasto, and it's going to take about 20 minutes on a 350 oven. You don't want to overcook it, burn it, but you want it nice and toasty too, okay? I'm going to put it in the oven now. Okay, now if you want, like when it's a holiday or something and you're doing too many things at once, you can wrap it in aluminum foil after you put the garlic, before you cook it, put it in your freezer. And then the day, like Thanksgiving Day or Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, you take it out, thaw it out a little, and then you cook it and bake it in your oven. And it's easier that way too because it's prepared ahead of time. And look how delicious it is. It cooked in 5 minutes itself after I shut the heat off, and it's ready to be served.